Hi, my name is Atsushi Sakahara. I'm a film director currently based in Kyoto, Japan. And I would like to share my life experience with people who are interested in my documentary film, Aganai, Me and the Cult Leader, a modern report on the banality of the evil, and also the people who are genuinely interested in my life story. I'm hoping that people in the film industry would be interested in my life story, and hopefully I can write an autobiography or autobiographical novel in English. I actually have several offers from Japanese publisher, and but it's not that interesting because I already once wrote it, and I was not very experienced at the time, and I took it back. I published it from one of the top-notch publisher, Kodansha. Today, I'd like to talk about where I was born and how I spent my years until I enter elementary school. My father was a police radio engineer working for a national police of Japan. But he works in Kyoto City. Kyoto is, as you know, the oldest city in Japan, and my Sakahara family is from a mountain area of Kyoto Prefecture, a northern part of Kyoto Prefecture. And my father was living in a police's apartment near Kyoto University with my mother. And when I was born, my father was 41. My mother was 30, 10 years younger. Difference between my father and mother. And then I heard that my mother really wanted me to go to Kyoto University since she was living right near the Kyoto University, and her older brother is a graduate of Kyoto University. I was born at the second Red Cross hospital in Kyoto City, near the headquarters of Kyoto Prefecture Police, where my father was working. That was August 27th. It's a very hot day. She was going to have a sweet and sour pork at the Chinese restaurant in the neighbor. And she started having me. And the ambulance car took her to the hospital. I was born with a Caesar operation. She was a small woman and short, and I think I was too big for her. And actually, I don't remember those days, and I was too young to remember those days. I I remember the earliest my memory is, I think I was living with my parents and grandfather, and at the kitchen my grandfather tried to sit. I pulled back his chair, and he was very angry. I was a very, very mischievous kid, you know. That's the moment I remember. So I grew up in the mountain area of Kyoto Prefecture, where you can see those scenery in my documentary film. And I was very mischievous kid, and I was playing around, and from 3 years old, I started going to a Catholic kindergarten. We had the Catholic kindergarten next town. So I need to take nowadays called the JR, Japan Railways bus. That's a sort of, at the time, railway is a national. So they had a bus company, and town was very small. It was a village sort of, and I needed to take about 40 minutes ride to the kindergarten by public bus, and I get off, and I picked up by kindergarten's bus. That was my early days, you know. And we had the butcher. Now, you know, people are leaving the town. It's a small town because of the aging society in Japan. We used to have a butcher. When I came home from the kindergarten, I dropped by, and in front of the butcher, there were, you know, put wild boars. Those were shot by a hunter. So I always begging the people, workers at the butcher, could you please find the bullets for me, you know, find bullets for me and keep it for me, please. Never happened. That was my early days in the mountain area of Kyoto Prefecture called Tamba. Thank you for listening.